Hello and welcome to Tex-Mex Speaks Boxing. And this is a new series I'm starting off where I'm going to be listing off my top 10 in every division. And I'm only mainly going to be focusing on the glamour divisions, being the original 8 divisions that were here before the other weight classes, making the 17 weight classes to this day. But I'm just want to focus on just 8 regular weight classes because I feel like those matter the most in my eyes. And just to let it be known for the people watching, this is just my opinion for the boxers I'm listing off. This is based on what I've seen and what I feel like are the top 10 in the world. So the first division we're starting off is with flyweights, and this division is going to get hot. You're going to see a lot of names being thrown around from one opponent to the other, and it's like everybody is fighting everybody. And the state it is right now, I feel like boxing's going in a good way, especially now since everybody's fighting the best and everybody's focused on being an undisputed champion nowadays. I feel like this division is going to be the next division where people are going to put their eyes on. So at number 10, I have Christopher Rosales at 35-6 with 21 KOs. He used to be a flyweight champion, and he held the WBC version of the titles. His notable opponents are Joselito Velasquez, Angel Ayala Lardizábal, Charlie Edwards, and Julio Cesar Martinez. And I feel like with those names, although he hasn't beat those guys, he put up a good effort, and I feel like he's deserving of a top 10 in the world. For those performances, he deserves the number 10, I feel like. And number 9, I have Felix Alvarado. He is 38-2 with 33 KOs, so he's a very heavy-handed fighter. And he's a former IBF light flyweight champion, and he challenged for the IBF flyweight title as well. And his notable opponents were Sonny Edwards, Israel Vasquez, and DJ Criel. Although he didn't win against Sonny Edwards, he did put up a good effort. Even though he was moving up in weight class, he tried to be great and become a 2-division world champion, but he just couldn't get the job done. But I feel like a number 9 isn't too bad for him. At number 8, I had Ricardo Sandoval, 21-2 with 16 KOs. He is ranked number 6 in the Ring Magazine ratings, and I feel like he has a solid resume against guys like Jay Harris, David Jimenez, Jerson Ortiz, and Gilbert Gonzalez. Now, I don't really have much to say about him, but he's been in there with some guys, and I feel like he deserves the number 8 spot. At number 7, I had David Jimenez with 12-1 and 9 KOs. David is a highly ranked contender in my opinion. He's only lost to a world champion, which was Talakian, and he's also fought a top 10 rated contender in Ricardo Sandoval, Jerson Ortiz, and Edwin Hernandez, which I feel like give him a solid 7 in the division, which is not bad. I feel like that's good for him. Number 6, I have McWilliams Arroyo at 21-4 with 16 KOs. He challenged for both the IBF and the WBC flyweight titles, and he has fought guys like Julio Cesar Chavez, Chocolatito, Kazuto Ioka, and Abraham Rodriguez. Although he didn't beat guys like Julio Cesar Martinez, Chocolatito, or Kazuto Ioka, that's still an outstanding resume to have. And I feel like he still gives anybody below him in that rating a good fight. So number 6, I feel like that's good for him. At number 5, we have an undefeated young fighter at 16-0 with 7 KOs, Angel Ayala Lardizábal. And he has fought guys in the top 10 like Christopher Rosales, Luis Rodriguez, and Miguel Angel Herrera. I feel like at number 5, he deserves it because he's just young. He's coming out of Mexico, and he's shown that he could probably be in there with top guys, but we still have to see a lot more from him. I feel like 1 or 2 more fights before he gets a title shot, and he'll be good, but he's going the right path. At number 4, we have one of the 4 champions in this weight division, and it's Artem Dalakian at 22-0 with 15 KOs. Artem is the WBA flyweight champion and has been the champion since 2018, and he's the longest reigning champion. From this time of the recording, he has been reigning the flyweight division for 5 years. But in my opinion, he is the lowest rated champion. Just based off of his resume, his opponents are David Jimenez, who is a top 10 rated opponent, Luis Concepcion, and Sarawu Tawarkan. I feel like number 4 is just right for him. He doesn't have that many solid names, but he has enough names to have him at number 4. And pretty sure he beats any guy below him. Or he might even surprise us and beat some people above him. You never know. At number 3, this was a hard decision to put him at number 3. But Julio Cesar Martinez at 19-2 with 14 KOs, I feel like he deserves it. Because he's the current WBC flyweight champion. He's the second longest reigning champion at flyweight since 2019. And he has fought guys like Chocolatito, top 10 rated opponent Christopher Rosales, and at the time, top 10 opponent rated Jay Harris and Williams Arroyo. Although he didn't beat Chocolatito, he did went up in weight at a super flyweight and tried to become a multiple division champion. Although he came up short, he still is a champion at flyweight, and I feel like he is a very exciting fighter at a lower weight class and puts up a great fight up against anybody. And I would sure love him to see in a unification fight in the future for sure. For sure. At number 2, I have Sonny Edwards. It was a tough decision for me to put him there, but I feel like he deserves it as well. At 19-0 with 14 KOs, he is the current IBF flyweight champion, and he has beat guys like Felix Alvarado, Jason Mama, and Mohamed Wasim. He has also won, I do believe, it's a Commonwealth title, and which gave him a straight shot to the title. He has won the titles that he has now, and I feel like being undefeated, being young in his prime, I feel like he puts up a good fight with any flyweight in the world, and he's definitely top 2, top 3, in my opinion. At number 1, obviously, we have Jesse Bam Rodriguez, who just recently won the WBO flyweight title. And he's also a former WBC super flyweight title, so he came down in weight. And he beat guys where he was supposed to lose, basically short notice against Carlos Cuadras, and then a full camp against Tor Rungvisai and Israel Gonzalez, who are just guys at 115 who are, they're just solid names. And he was able to just beat them and to come down in weight and then just snatch another title, making him a 2-division world champion at the age of 23. I do believe it's just impressive, and I do believe he's the number 1 at flyweight. And I just can't wait for the top 4 flyweights to just unify the division and just make good fights, man. And that's it for this video. That's my top 10 for flyweights. I'll probably drop another video for the next division coming. But yeah, just show some love, show some likes, and subscribe for more content.